Hi, I know that there's still people who argue that the war in Iraq was legal and moral. Well, they need to see the new video released by Wikileaks. It has released a classified U.S. military video depicting the indiscriminated slaying of over a dozen Iraqis, including the death of two news reporters. It's a video showing really graphic images, and it's very shocking. But they said they will also shortly release a second U.S. military video showing the death of civilians in an attack in Afghanistan. And even though there has been a change of administration in 2008, replacing George Bush, no one has really been charged. No one with high position that is guilty of torture or anything like that has been charged. Even though the war in Iraq the occupation in Iraq is dying down, but it seems like the new front is in Afghanistan. There is an article by New York Times, according to General Stanley McChrystal, that said, "We have shot an amazing number of people," meaning Afghan, but to my knowledge, no one has ever proven to be a threat. It seems that the killing of innocent people are still going on in Afghanistan, and I just want to talk about the Vatican. I am not a big fan of organized religion, and I really don't care that much about it, but the recent scandal of pedophilia is actually not a surprise to me and to many other people. But what I found the most distressing is that the head of the influential Catholic League, Bill Donohue, on Larry King Live, he said on March 31st, 2010, on Larry King that homosexuality, not pedophilia, is the cause of the sexual molestation in the church. And I think that is like suggesting heterosexuality is the cause of rape against women. It's like saying the reason there are rape is because there are straight men, and therefore straight men are the problem. It's laying the blame on another population. And of course, we should not be surprised, because the Vatican and the Pope have not only an extremely negative outlook on gays, but also on women. The Pope is against birth control, contraception, abortion. Last but not least, Prime Minister Stephen Harper has suggested on recent YouTube interview that people who sell marijuana and buy marijuana are not respectable people who run this kind of business. I think it really depends on the person. I would respond that some politicians are very much not respectable, and yet they have so much power to give misinformation to the public. I think compassionate club that give out medical marijuana, like they provided important services for patients living with chronic pain or AIDS, cancer, multiple sclerosis, or any kind of illness that cannot find an easy remedy. Being able to assess marijuana and trying it out, just like any herbal medicine, I think is a very compassionate and rational and very respectable thing to do. On the other hand, people who are not respectable, like the actions of the police recently in Toronto, arrested 9 individuals and confiscated their marijuana medication in a compassionate calm. I think targeting these places that give medical marijuana is not the right thing to do, and that's because the government refuses to look at science, refuse to be objective. They want to impose immorality. They want to control people, just like how they do on war or on sexual behavior. They want to control people, and I think it's really not respectable to continue the prohibition on drugs, especially marijuana, because according to many reports done by international report, peer-reviewed study, that prohibition drive up the value of these illegal substances and actually creating lucrative market for organized criminals to commit violence. And actually, the increased drug law enforcement does not reduce violence. They actually have been associated with increasing level of drug market violence.